Hey Facebook friends, hope you are well and had an amazing Monday. So I have been at a photo shoot today. I'm a little bit of a drowned rat and my hair went all curly, but and then I came straight from London and went to an evening called Toastmasters, and which is about speaking and how you can improve your delivery. So I met a really nice group of people there, so that was really good. But I wanted to talk to you about, have you ever felt unworthy, or have you ever felt that you wasn't good enough? And the reason that I thought I would cover this is because at the beginning of my journey, hey Chris, hey Grant, hey Megan, thanks for joining. At the beginning of my journey, I didn't link to them words, and I didn't think that I was experiencing that. So I wanted to help you explore if that is how you're feeling and what you can actually do to get through it. Because sometimes we can doubt what we're actually feeling, what we're actually thinking. And I want to talk to you about the process that I used to go through and the self-work that I did on myself that you could do as well. And this is going to help you really kind of get to the point where you can decide if you do want to do something about it, or if you're okay and you kind of can carry on and do the self-work yourself. So if you've ever felt unworthy, the chances are that other people treat you in a certain way and you haven't got the confidence to say what you really want to. So unworthiness is knowing that you deserve more, but you don't think you're worthy of it. And therefore we tend to settle. So it's helping you understand that feeling unworthy, which isn't something I connected to at all, is accepting a lifestyle, accepting relationships that you know in your gut, in your heart, that you deserve more, but you don't know how to change it, or actually it seems so normal that you wouldn't ever challenge it. It just seems normal, and actually it might seem that you have to accept it. It might just seem that you might talk yourself into, well, this happens to everybody. So the feeling of unworthiness is knowing that you deserve more, but not really knowing how to change that. And not feeling good enough, we can also settle. So some people resonate with not feeling worthy, knowing that they deserve more, or some people resonate with not good enough, so they don't change anything, even though they know that they're not treated the way that they want to be treated, they're not living the life that they want to be living, and maybe you're just people pleasing because it's easier not to say nothing, not to say anything. Nothing? I don't even know if that's English. Not to say anything. So tips to help you overcome it. When I first started exploring what I was thinking, what I was feeling, whether this relationship was right, whether this situation was right, when I wanted to change my career, what I started to do is listen to YouTube videos. And the reason I listened to them is because it sparked off ideas and stories in my head that helped me compare as to what was acceptable and what wasn't. So listening to YouTube videos gave me the reflection that I needed to help me create the story in my mind to say, is this what I should be accepting? Am I worthy of more? Have I got the courage to change it? So I would always listen to the motivational thing like 10 minutes a day, and I would write notes to say, and whatever they were saying, I would reflect back and I would write notes as in, how does my story compare to that? And sometimes it would come up with, okay, in school I was treated like this, or this relationship did this or made me feel this way. And it helps you go into that reflective mode. And it's a way of journaling. Like if someone says to you, just journal, sometimes you don't know what to write. Whereas if you're listening to something that is motivational, that is bringing up feelings because it's forcing you to learn something, it's saying, how do you resonate with this motivational piece of video, and what are the emotions that are bringing it up? And sometimes I would just be sitting in my car crying and just like writing these notes because it clicked with me and it made me resonate. It made me remember the story. It made me remember the emotion. And that is what you're attempting to do. You're attempting to bring up what your story is. What is the story in your mind that is keeping you in the same place, that is preventing you from changing? And it might be that you've always been treated this way and you don't know any different. But the point is that you want to know why you're settling. What is it? Oh, thank you, Andy. Yes, I've been on a photo shoot today. And I was taking some photos. So yes, thank you for saying I look nice. So you'll know it because 1, you're not living the life that you truly, truly want. 2, you might be comparing yourself to other people. And 3, you don't really ever truly feel happy. So by listening to YouTube videos is the first tip that you can do, is going to allow you to say, what is it that I'm thinking and feeling? And the motivational videos help you go through that process to say, can I resonate with this? Is this how I feel? Do I want something different? Do my friends treat me that way? Are my relationships challenging me? Do I want to change my work? And they will make you feel certain things. So when you journal, when you listen to these videos, it's going to help you understand what your story is. And it will help you understand why you might feel stuck. And another way is to journal daily. So sit with the emotion, and at the end of the day, ask yourself what went well, what emotions came up, and how can I change them? What can I do differently? Who is causing this emotion? Is it yourself? Is it someone else? Is it the environment? And what can I do about it at this time? Or what can I do about it in the future? Or how can I change the way I look at it, which is going to change my emotion? So these are questions that you can ask yourself as to how are you going to move forward and work through the limiting belief, or work through the emotion that is keeping you stuck. So I want to help you understand that any situation can be changed, and the only reason that we are living the life we are currently living is because of our belief system. So if you feel stuck, if you feel unworthy, if you feel you're not good enough, you feel you haven't made the changes yet, what is the belief that is keeping you stuck? And that process, listening to the motivational video, journal, reflection at the end of the day, asking yourself them questions, will help you get to the point of, okay, this is what I'm saying to myself, now I can do something about it. And you can either continue to listen to, work through stuff online, or you can join my group, which is for free. And it's about helping you really with tools and resources that are going to help you unblock what is keeping you stuck. Because life is too short to do nothing. And if you are still in the same position that you are now in 5 years' time, how happy are you going to be with that? So this is about giving you the resources to say, right, okay, I can be in charge of my situation. I can make the changes I want to make. How do I start with that process? What is my self-talk? And where do I even begin to make the changes? So going through this process will help you understand what your self-talk is. And then you can think, right, okay, if I'm saying that to myself, where's that come from? And then the emotions might come up as well. So this is why I create the group, because it's a safe space for you to be open and honest and touch base with me, or see other people's journeys, or just take value from the content that's in there to help you on your journey, to give you the confidence, to give you the courage, to give you the strength that you need to make the changes. Everyone is capable. If I can change my life, you can change yours. If I can, you can. We are all human beings having an experience of like trying to move through life, understanding what our limitations are so we can move forward, so we can grow, so we can help, that is our purpose. As in, when we help other people as human beings, we are there to help others. It's in our nature. So how can you do that? How can you grow? How can you thrive? How can you manage your emotions? And like, we are just made up of energy. And if we are able to control our energy, if we're able to control our emotions, then we're able to make different choices. And this is why I run retreats, because it's about immersing yourself in an experience that makes significant changes. I had one lady who came to see me, and she'd been seeing somebody for like at least 8 hours. And she said what I did in 1 hour with her, it was more than that 8 hours. So the reason I do retreats is because it's a week's worth of, a lifetime's worth of therapy in a week. So, but you'll be at different stages. It might be you're at the beginning of your journey. It might be that you're ready to make changes. It might be that you just need that courage, that strength, just that understanding to say, okay, I'm not happy with where my life is currently. What do I need to change about the way I think or the way I feel that is going to allow me to make significant changes, so I'm not wasting any more time hoping, wishing, dreaming, comparing. This is about owning your emotions, owning your belief system, so you can make the changes, sustainable changes. It's not if, it's when. When you decide to own and understand how you've got to where you've got to, you can make the changes. And that is why I'm so passionate about helping you understand why you are where you are, how you've created it, what do you need to do differently, how can you improve your life, how can you change your life, how can you take control and not be controlled by your environment, by relationships, by situations. We are all the drivers of our own life. We drive the car, we drive that, and we steer it where we want to, and it's our choice. But what is making you make them choices? And if you're not happy with where you are, then you have the ability to change it. But fear takes over, limiting beliefs kick in. We've never done it, we've never made changes, how can we make changes now? All these things that the ego then comes forward and says, well, you've never made changes before, how can I make them? And this is natural for fear to start kicking in when you want to make them changes. But know that growth, movement comes with making them changes. It's gaining the confidence, growing through the fear, growing through the uncomfortableness, and making them changes. That is what the group is about. That is what my work is about. It's about helping you make sustainable changes that are going to make a considerable difference to your life. And when you break through them feelings of unworthiness and knowing that you are good enough and that you are worthy and that actually we're all capable, that is when magic happens and your life will transform. So I hope this has helped. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks. Hey, Tommy. And yeah, please feel free to share this if you think it might help somebody, or you know that someone is experiencing this, or they've been through years of therapy and nothing's worked. Like, this is about helping you heal yourself, helping you understand what your mind is telling you, helping you know that you can break free from any limitation and create the life you want. So thank you all. Much love as always, and I will speak to you very soon.